Hello, beautiful people. Yes. For those of you who do not know me, my name is nadirahlugg, and I'm the president, founder, spiritual coach, entertaining tarot reader of One Love and Light Center located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful Zen. So in other words, I love, 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 love to tell people to think of us as your elevator operators to elevated consciousness. Yeah, come through. And we do this in a myriad of ways. We do this through the practice of yoga, guided meditation, Reiki healing sessions. Yes, I'm a Reiki master. And the reason we are here today through the use of tarot and oracle card readings. That is a mouthful, and I say it every time because I love coming back. I hope everyone is enjoying their wonderful July. Today is July 3rd. We're getting ready for the 4th of July. We are now in the full moon of Capricorn, and we are in the sun sign of Cancer. So I hope all my Geminis had a hell of a celebration. I did. Now we had to make way for the Cancerian moon child energies happening right now. So happy birthday to all my Cancerian brothers and sisters. I hope you're doing it and doing it well. To my regular followers, thank you so much for your consistent support and everything that you've been doing, and the comments and the text messages and the birthday shout outs and things. I love it. I love it. And thank you so much for it. May it continue to just grow and prosper. And thank you so much. And if you are new to this channel, beautiful people, when this message resonates with you, by all means, please like, subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe, share with others. By all means, this is a winning team over here in the sense of that's all we are here about. Everyone can elevate, okay? Got to be in that right frequency, but everyone can elevate. So by all means, continue to like, share, and subscribe, and it helps with the logistics that goes along with YouTube and what they do. All right. So beautiful people, going back to what what I've started now for a while now, let's get a little history about what's going on. So as I said before, we are in the sun sign of Cancer, moon child energy, the sensitive, the nurturers, that feminine energy ruled by the moon. But we are now currently in the full moon of Capricorn, and that is our determined earth energy. And water and earth energy work so well together. And so it is a funny thing that we happen to be in opposition. So if the moon is over here in Capricorn, Cancer and the sun sign is right here, and it's considered an opposition. And so it's sometimes considered to be a challenge right now that's going on. But it's not again, what do we always talk about? It's about perspective, okay? And so a lot of weird things have been happening in my life, and I've been getting some reports from other people that some weird things have been happening in their lives. And remember, we always in the shadow side 3 days prior and 3 days afterwards. So beautiful people, let's rock and roll. We can do this. That's what I'm here for. You know I got it. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. My voice is back. The last reading, I had lost my voice because I was celebrating so very much, but it's all good. She's back. Me. Okay. And so look, I've gotten fired up, lost weight, blonde out. Baby, you can't tell me nothing right about now. Just in a whole new zone. That new moon in Gemini brought all the newness out. And so now we are entering again to this full moon in Capricorn. So let's talk about Capricorn. Capricorn governs the 10th house. Capricorn is ruled, its ruling planet is Saturn. So Saturn is considered the second largest planetary planet in our solar system. And so it's also considered the father figure of the solar system and the zodiacs. And it brings lessons. It's a very structured, Capricorn is a very structured zodiac sign. The emblem is the goat. And the mountain goat is forever climbing these steep mountains to reach whatever highest heights and peaks that the goat wants to get to. But it's because of its determination, because of its athletic ability just to make it happen. Slow and steady. Again, it's still the earth sign. Slow and steady wins the race. It is this wonderful entity that has the backing of a strong work ethic. You will find a lot of Capricorns are serious leaders and teachers and sharers of much knowledge. If you have a question, go to Capricorn. They'll give it to you. They'll give you an answer. They're also about their money. Remember, we're talking about earth energy. So it's about stability, the career, my public viewing and appearance. Again, it governs the 10th house, which is about public appearance. What's structures of business, churches, things like that, of corporations. There we go. Corporations, the presidents, the leaders of tomorrow and today. So that is the wisdom and energy that Capricorn brings with us. And again, it's opposing that nurturer, loving, feminine energy. So if Capricorn is the masculine energy of that earth energy, of that parental energy, then Cancer, moon child, brings the maternal side. Okay, so that's where we're at. And like I said, it's an opposition. So it's been a wang dang doodle, baby. And I want you to buckle up, Buttercup, because man, I did my reading. My reading is nothing like the one for the collective, but I'm a different kind of person. So, but it's sometimes it just kind of makes me, I'm surprised when I do my readings first and then I see what's going on with the collective. Sometimes there are a lot of synchronicities with that. And so there's a couple, but I will say this for the collective, there was a lot of cards. There was a lot of cards. So grab your water, grab your tea, grab whatever you need. So without further ado, this message is for you, my collective energy, on how to best harness this wonderful full moon energy of Capricorn, all right? How we gonna work best with it, all right? And so starting with the tarot cards as always, let's go. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of cards. So here, matter of fact, let me make some space like this. So up first, we have number 14, temperance. Number five, the Hierophant. Hold on just one second. Oop. Got to move some chords and all kinds of stuff. Okay, sorry for that. That was like extra in there. We also have Ace of Cups. Number one, Ace of Cups. We got an ace. We also have Five of Swords. We also have Five of Cups. Are we noticing a trend here? Five of Cups. And underneath the deck, we have 21, the World card, okay? And so let us start with this interpretation. Let's begin with number 14. 4 plus 1 equals 5. If you haven't figured out that there's a trend going on, that there's a pattern, I want you to pay attention now. Here we go. So the first card up was Temperance. And so this cup, this tarot card is literally about balance, moderation, finding the in-between of all things. We have an entity pouring liquid, or what we can assume to be water, from one cup into the next, balancing it out, pouring from the water from one cup to the next. We have 1 foot on land, while 1 foot is dipping into the waters. And it's amazing. There's just a balance of all things. We have the triangle of the emblem of fire. And again, the message of it all is there has to be a balance to all things. And they're outside in the crisp air. All right. And so some of the key words that are associated with temperance is attune, reconcile, moderate, fusion to achieve harmony, because that's what balance will bring about harmony. Internal balance, healing. Oh, yes, definitely healing. Creativity and art. Because, honey, there is an art to this. Creatively and figuratively and literally, there is an art to balancing all things. And honey, when something is out of whack and out of balance, all hell does break loose. Right now, things are out of balance. Remember what I was well, technically it's chaos with a bit of organization. Because again, we're talking about two planetary entities that are literally opposite one another. And so, but there is a balance in that. It's symmetrically balanced in that. Now let's dig a little deeper. That 5, the Hierophant, 5. Now the Hierophant rules all of the 5s in the cards, okay? It's the major arcana card. And so this one is ruled by another earth energy, Taurus. And I want you to see real deeply with this picture. The Hierophant is a religious leader. Remember, we just got through talking about Capricorn being leaders. Here we go with the religious leader. And he has his 2 pupils in front, okay? And obviously, there is some kind of religious ceremony happening right now. Hands are up, scepters in hand, and they are attentively listening to whatever this religious person has to say, whatever information the Hierophant has to give. And so some of the words that go along with them, with the Hierophant, is traditional values, subjection, follow conviction and norms, inclination towards group identification. Because a lot of times the Hierophant will bring about traditions, old beliefs, traditional values, churches, organizations. It goes on and on, but it's about that coming together because there's a one belief, one accord, one doing of something, okay? And the strength that encompass, because when you, again, always with the faith of a mustard seed, you must believe in something. So we're getting closer to a bigger picture of what's going on right now with this energy of Capricorn and actually Cancer as well, because here we go with the Ace of Cups. Water energy. So we have beginning of prosperity, abundance, new relationships, opportunities, fortune, love, joy, health, spirituality, creativity, positive potential, and intuition. So one thing is for sure, anytime we're dealing with an ace, it's always something of new energy, right? And because we're dealing with the moon, definitely we're talking about intuition. We're definitely talking about divine feminine energy. And we're talking about the opposition of Capricorn, the moon energy, moon child. So yes, we are deeply seated with this water and these cups. You talk about two cups in one as they're balancing out, and this cup overflowing with love, symbolically love, new opportunities, intuition, just everything again of newness, emotions. Emotions may be erupting right about now with this full moon energy. Honey, you are not by yourself. You are not alone. I am here with you. So emotions could be definitely running high. All right. So the plot thickens, traditions, religion, organization, temperance, balancing. What else we got? We got that 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 of swords. And so I want you to see this. You have some swords on the ground. You have this guy holding on to 2. There has been a battle going on. It's a battle. And right now, are we victorious? And if we are, did we win the war? Did we? We won the battle. Did we win the war though? Was it worth it? And that is the energy that 5 of swords brings. So some of the words that are associated with it is selfishness, cunning, betrayal, failure, misrepresentation, defeat, humiliation, frustration, loss. Loss. I want us to hold on to this one. Loss, unfair advantages, a pointless victory. Ooh, it's been deep, honey. So I know that the new moon of Gemini brought some situations about communication and brought about some situations about decisions. And I'm sure because of the different moon cycles between that last new moon cycle and this new full moon cycle, there has been some questions, some decisions having to be made, cleaning house if you so desire to want to label it like that, all for good reason. Everything happens in divine order. And so the plot thickens some more. What do we have? 5 of Cups. So some more water energy. There is a reason why our balance is so important right about now. 5 of Cups. So this person is actually looking at the 3 cups that are knocked down and not looking at the 2 cups behind them. And so some of the key words with this emotional water connected sign, a card, loss of something, love. Here we go with loss, mourning, grief, loss by itself, despair, regret, heavy-hearted, cherish the present. Cherish the present. And again, underneath the deck, we have the World card. Now, the World card is funny. It's ruled by what? Saturn. And Saturn is the ruling planet of what? Have you been paying attention? Capricorn. And so the World card brings about a completion, a wholeness of a completion. And some of the words associated is fulfillment, completion, triumph, assured, success, consummation, celebration. Yes, definitely celebration. Wholeness, contentment, open a new chapter and travel. And so this is underneath the deck energy. And so falling down the line of all these cards, these emotional water, I have 1 air, I have earth, and definitely a lot of water. Definitely a lot of water. So beautiful people, between the time of before with the new moon in Gemini and having these conversations, now we are all in the thick of it. And now that we are in the sun sign of Cancer, you doggone right, we're really in the thick of it. All of our emotions. So beautiful people, if you are feeling that you are highly sensitive, highly emotional in this period, you are not alone. Again, I want to reassure you of that. And so we're finding ourselves walking a tightrope. I have my own personal story to tell. I had my own last reading. I had to write a letter to someone I love. Okay. And now we are in a situation where with this full moon, excellent time of releasing. Whatever newfound information we got from that newness and that new moon, now it's time to digest what we've learned and now make a decision on what we need to release. Finding the balance in all things. What works for me and what doesn't? What do I need to continue to do? And what do I need to stop doing? We also figured out that do we need to go back to traditional values, things of practices we used to have and believe in that we got out of habit of practicing. And now it's an aha moment in this moment of sensitivity, emotional sensitivity, to get back to my spirituality. Because I'm not going to say religion. Back to our spirituality. Spirituality brings more of a broader base or connection to religion. There's so many rules and regulations that fall along with religion that sometimes a lot of people get miscommunications and disconnect from the whole purpose of spirituality and religion, which is love. That is the basis for all religions. But unfortunately, with all the different rules and who we're supposed to worship and honor and what we're supposed to do and not do, we get caught up and we forget that we're supposed to lead with what? Love, compassion, and joy, happiness, inner love. So beautiful people, do we need to get back to the basis of that? If we haven't been, for some, if you haven't been to church in a while, or your spiritual center, your connection, is it time to go back? To get a refresher course on it, to remind us of why we are here on this earth, to love one another. Come through. Woo. And why? Because we do have the Ace of Cups here. And the cup is flowing. It is so flowing with water. And I want you to understand that water is also a cathartic analogy to even our tears, a healing, which is going back to temperance. It's a healing. It's a releasing of water to get ready for relationship healing, job opportunity healing, all kinds of, it's an abundant card. All aces are filled with newness of abundance in some form of fashion. But we need to have an awakening, a newness with this ace. Because right now we've been dealing with this kind of mess, this 5 of sword energy. Baby, there is conflict. Some of us are dealing with betrayal from family members and friends. Some of us are dealing with frustration and loss because we've been fighting. We've been fighting for so long, whether that's a mental, physical, emotional battle, even financial. And the question is, was it worth it? I had to surrender mine. I had to let go and let God. And beautiful people, if you're arguing with the same people who still don't get it, let them go, let them be. Free yourself. It's not even about freeing them. Why don't you free yourself? If you don't want to, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Fantasia has a beautiful song, Free Yourself. And it's okay. I will have to make space for something new to take over that space that you once occupied. And that was, I'm just sharing what I had to do. I had to make room. Somebody wasn't talking to me correctly, not treating me right. Matter of fact, start spreading all kinds of craziness and ideas and notions to my loved ones about me. And guess what? I had to come to peace with that. Now, unfortunately, through the death of my mom was the catalyst that someone actually thought that I'm out here to do something negative or dishonest with my family. Oh, blew my mind. Had me in a funk for a while too, honey, a while. But she's free. She's back again. It made me have to take stock into what I really valued as my loved ones, who really had my back, who really believed in me, and who did not fall into the nonsense. But that was my journey. So beautiful people, I share, what do I always do? I share my story so that you can see it's not just you. It's not just you, my love. This energy is something else. And although you may have different characters and different names to your characters, it's the same damn story. So I share that story to explain that I had to what? Surrender. Let it go. Let them go. But I did it with a loving heart. I did it with a release. And I wrote out on the card that I wish for this person healing, peace unto them. Let them find their way in their journey. I don't wish them any harm or anything. If nothing else, I feel sorry because the protection I have with my ancestors, the protection I have with my mother, the protection that I have in connectedness with my spiritual guides, my angels, my ancestors, my divine one, I feel sorry for them. I do. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this heat. And I continue to live my best life, the best way I know I can, staying in high vibration, because I've come to the reality that that person might, they don't know how to get out of the low vibration. Drama is what feeds the ego, it what keeps them going. And the same could be happening to the people that you're dealing with. They don't know how to get out of the drama. They just don't. They feed off of it. It keeps them alive. It keeps them going. The highlight of their day is to figure out how to shit on someone else or just not have a good day. And guess what? That's their choice. I choose differently. And beautiful people, I encourage you to make a choice. To make a choice to free yourself and to find your peace, your happiness, whatever you need to find to do you. And again, it doesn't have to mean any bad or ill will on the other person. Return to sender. Return to sender. Let it go. Let them do them while you elevate yourself and do something bigger and better and show that, hey, whatever that issue is, baby, it ain't over here and it's not mine. Ooh, come through. Moving on. And reason being, because here we go with this 5 again, this loss of something, this mourning, this grief, which I went through myself, this mourning, this grief, this despair, this regret, this heavy-heartedness. Cherish the present. I cried, I mourned, I grieved, because it did put me in a messed up situation. I felt very alone on my birthday because I got isolated by this particular family members. Okay. One of the family members, God bless their soul, we had to sit down and have a chit chat and a talk. And so they understand what's going on and how it came to be. But this other one, unfortunately, I mourned, I cried, I grieved, and then I got over it because it was taking me so out of my vibration. It was crazy, but it gave me new eyes. It gave me new eyes, and it gave me an opening to fulfill that space that was a void. And beautiful people, I share that with you to know that sometimes people are in our lives for a reason and for a season. And then when that time is up, they must go their way and you must continue your journey. But one thing is for sure, divine will always, always plug in and bring somebody else to help you in that process to continue on your journey. And that's what happened with me. I have a wonderful closeness with my father, my biological father, that's out of this world, because my father stepped in to ask me, was I okay? To ask me, how am I doing? To ask me all of the questions I wish this other person had just even wondered or was curious, but never did. And they call me, my father calls and checks in on me. So again, I say this to say that if that person's space is missing and you're realizing that the time has come to separate, find the peace, find the balance to make peace with that, and be open to the new relationship that is coming your way to fill that void. But you must do your healing first. You must do your healing first. And how do you do that? You cherish the present. Instead of being so concerned about the 3 vessels, the 3 cups that are spilled over, pay attention to the 2 that are standing right behind, that got your back, right behind your back, that got your back. Message. There's somebody there that has your back from beginning to end, but you never paid attention. You never paid attention because you were so busy giving your attention to the cups in front of you. That could be 3 people, that could be 3 entities, that could just be the sign of another person or entities. But you were so busy with that facade and so busy trying to fix that broken relationship that you didn't even realize that you had 2 strong relationships right there that had behind you, had you back from the get-go. And so with new eyes, it's a whole new world. For those, is that Aladdin? Yeah, Aladdin fans, the world. It's a reason why it is underneath the deck energy. Once you have new vision over the betrayal, over the selfishness or the unfair disadvantage, or anything that you or whomever you've been battling with. Once you get over that, once you realize who has your back, and then you decide to give your energy to that, to the people who you know who have your back, there is a whole new world out there. And it does give you fulfillment. It can give you completion. It can be triumphant in the sense of there is a victory. There's definitely a victory. And it also includes travel and room for a new chapter in your life. So the world also brings about communication on a broader sense. So it brings about communication, whether or not it's on the internet, whether or not it's through email, whether or not it's through phone call, text messages, anything. It also provides travel. Be open to the fact that this new energy or new eyes you're using now to see who really has your back, maybe you're getting ready to travel with them. Maybe you're getting ready to see what it looks like for you to travel with people who are a part of your tribe. And so it's not a lot of arguing or disagreements or indecisiveness about what to do and how to do it and what time we're going to go and what time we're going to do it, because your tribe is already in sync with you. It's a new creation of new business opportunities. It's a new completion of a cycle. We close one chapter to get ready for this new chapter. And I promise you, I'm in a winning season right now. And it happened because I had to grieve, mourn the loss, and then get over it. And let the new energy that was fighting to come in to actually step in, into a new role. For so long, I had let this old person, I would let my decision making basically lead everything of how I would do with this other person, because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. And so the person who's always asked about me or who actually gave a damn missed out on a lot of opportunities because I was concerned about this person. And once that freedom was reignited, because it was dormant for a long time, it was sleeping. But once the flame reignited, oh my God, it's been wonderful. It's been freaking awesome. Matter of fact, getting ready to travel with this, with my dad, because the space has opened in the travel. The space has opened with all the things that I've actually wanted from my parental unit, I'm getting now. I'm getting the openness, I'm getting conversations, I'm getting travel, I'm getting all kinds of things. Okay, but I'm going to let that go. But beautiful people, be open. There is a complete. You just have to flow through it. And I know it's hard. Ain't nothing easy. Honey, if everyone could do it, everybody would be living the lavish life. But we all have a journey. And Capricorn, again, is ruled by Saturn. And so there's always going to be a life lesson that happens and accompanies this Saturn energy. Okay? And so ain't nobody said it was going to be 100% easy, but it's all about perspective, beautiful people. So switch your perspective. Moving on, because we've been on there forever. And I told you, y'all got a lot of cards. I brought back out my Star Code. What is this called? Star Code Astro Oracle deck. Haven't messed with this in a minute. But again, got a lot of cards. First card up is third house communication, 41. 4 plus 1. Oh my goodness. Then we also have trine, sextile, symbiosis. We also have 47, 9th house, exploration. We also have 34, North Node, future. And underneath the deck, we have 46, 8th house, mystery. Let's break it down. So when we were in the sun and moon energy of Gemini, one of the messages I remember came up was messenger, which delivered what messages. So here we are with the third house, communication. And who rules the third house? What zodiac sign is associated with the third house? Gemini. So here we go with some more communication. So in order to utilize this wonderful energy that we're in with Capricorn, beautiful people, please continue to work on your communication skills. Now, It so happens that we are currently in the Mercury. Mercury is being ruled by what? Cancer. We currently have 4 planets that's in this watery energy. I think 2 are Pisces and 2 are in Cancer. So there's a lot of water energy right now we are dealing with that's in transit. And so, beautiful people, right now, even in Mercury, communication, 3rd house. And so 3rd house rules siblings, communication, as it so implies, neighborhoods, neighbors, short travel, short distance travel. And so one of the things I'm hearing from Spirit is telling me that we are still in that communication phase, and whatever we are communicating, please let it be clear, let it be concise, but also I'm hearing 3 C's: clear, concise, and compassion. 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 Anything that we do, please come from a spirit and a source of compassion. Because we don't know what the other person is dealing with. I don't know with what my situation, what he is dealing with. I don't. So all I can do is lend compassion and healing from afar, because the communication didn't mix well. But it's okay. It's okay. You can still give out clear, concise communication through text. Keep it simple though, because when we start going into long, drawn out stuff, that's when the miscommunication can happen. Now, if you want clarity, it's always about a phone call, because people can hear your tones in and out, up and down. So we can hear the message, because that's another thing I've been hearing from a lot of people. Miscommunication. Beautiful people, this is the time. Sometimes you have to be direct. Write the letter. Read the letter. Say it in a voicemail message so they can hear it. If you don't want to talk to it, these phones are so awesome. I love the fact that I can speak my message into text form. And so the next person who get it, when they hear it, can hear my inflections. There's so many different ways, but one thing is for sure, communication is key, beautiful people, with these new relationships or even with these old relationships. And if they don't want to talk to you, then accept that as well. And again, we have symbiosis, trine, and sextile. So sextile and trine are aspects of how these planets are operating. And so this is actually a wonderful, wonderful card. It's when the planets are aligned, because they're either in the same element or they're in the same mode. So the element could be, they're all the planets are in the same water sign, or sign of fire, or the sign of earth, versus sextile when they're all in the sign of cardinal energy or mutable energy, or what's the third one? Cardinal, mutable, and oh my, I can't think of the third one. It's okay, brain fart. It's not that important. The point is, it's when the planets work together. And so right now with this planetary energy, even though we are in opposition of the Cancer and Capricorn, it's still energy to allow us to work our magic. It's never a negative situation. Again, it's all about perspective. Let's add some of the nurturing, heartfelt, feminine energy of Cancer to work with the parental, disciplined, masculine energy of Capricorn, and let it create something big and beautiful. Find the balance in it all. This is the energy to work your magic with it. Find the balance to make sure that you're okay, because it's not even about them anymore, that you're okay. You got to find the balance of your happiness. We also have 47, exploration, 9th house, exploration. So the 9th house is associated with the sign of Sagittarius, wonderful fire energy. And so Sagittarius, or 9th house, brings about questioning, learning, higher learning, spirituality, questioning philosophy, going back to why we're questioning, even with the Hierophant. Are we learning new information? And now we have to compare that to the old data that we have with the new data that we're learning. and make a just decision based upon that, yes, that's life. We take in data and we download it and we make new decisions with that. That's called what? Evolution. And so exploration, ninth house, also brings about travel. People I see right now, we are traveling. We are learning. We are traveling. We are in this. You are a free spirit, my loves. And then, like I said, we have North Node, and we're doing all of this exploration and learning because we're moving towards our North Node. Beautiful people, find out what your North Node is. And if you don't know, holla at your girl. A natal chart would help you with that. Mine is in Libra. I am meant to be the balancer of things, to be the mediator, the negotiator, to bring peace, love, harmony, balance. That's what I'm here for. You know, I got it. So that's where my future lies in all that I do, but I practice it here now in the present, because that's what it's all about. Your North Node helps you as a shining guide to where we're going forth in your career, in your life, in your being, the essence of you. But it all starts now in the present. And we take in the information so that we can create a better future for ourselves. Come on now. And then underneath the deck, we had eighth house, house, mystery. Now, we're over here talking about mystery. Eighth house rules everything that are taboo, the subjects that are taboo. Sex, money, bankruptcy, people that we owe, things that we do, all things that we don't typically talk about at parties. And that's the mystery of life. But eighth house also is bringing an intensity because it's associated with the sign of Scorpio. And that is an intense water sign energy. And it brings about learning about the dark side, our shadow side. Things that, again, we won't bring up in the parties, the career, what do you call those? The Christmas parties at our jobs. We wouldn't bring that up. Oh, you know, so-and-so going, well, maybe some people would. Divorce, things like that. Other people's money, assets, things like that. But this new revelation that we are dealing with these cards will bring about a new way of seeing past the veil. Everything has been done in such a mysterious way. Now it's time to bring some stuff into light. It's time to open our eyes. It's time to talk about these things. It's time to use communication. Because when there's so many mysteries out here, it is best not to assume, but to ask people directly. Ask people. You would be surprised if how many people, if you did, just walk up and ask. Did you so-and-so, so-and-so? You have a lot of people just don't give a damn, and they're ballsies about that, and will don't mind telling you, yeah, I did it, or yeah, I didn't do it. And let me tell you why. And so life doesn't have to be the mystery that we think it needs to be. It doesn't. Open your eyes, find the light, shine your light so you can see within the darkness. And then find the balance between your light side and your shadow side. There's always more to learn, beautiful people, but I'm moving on. The picture is getting a lot clearer. I know that much. And so I also have, these are my other cards. I think I introduced these two, the Signs of the Time Oracle. So Firefly Wonder 44, another angel. That's a beautiful angel number. And Coins, good luck. Number 10, good luck. When we find ourselves having, great connection to the mystery. Sometimes when we have that wonder, or should I say childlike wonder, because just like a child, we have so much that's being shown to us. There's so many things that we're learning, that everything's a mystery. And until we are taught, which helps with this exploration card, until we are taught and we teach ourselves and we go out here and explore, we should think of life as a sponge, and we're soaking up everything in our brains. Our brains, if we were to see things with childlike wonder, things can be done a lot clearer. And the firefly is using its light to shine so brightly in the darkness. It's a beautiful thing. There are ways to see in the dark, but again, we have to shine our own light to get past it. Oh, I'm having a message in a download. Come through with it. Sometimes we have to shine our light so brightly, even in this darkness that we're feeling and seeing and experiencing. Let your light shine so you can see beautiful people. Let your light shine so you can inspire the next person that they can get out of it. Get out whatever situation they're going through. And do it with childlike wonder. Find the fun out of it. That this new cycle is beginning. That this new life of yours or these new eyes are now awakening. And you have new data to work with. And it's great data because now you know where those people are coming from, but now you know where you are going. Forget where they're at. Where are you going? Come through. Ooh. And when you do that, there's good luck that follows you. Remember now, underneath the deck is the world card. And the world card does bring fulfillment, success, abundance. It's a beautiful card because we went through the whole cycle of things. And so, good luck. Keep that in mind. You are prosperous. Now, because we are talking about full moon energy, I decided to also pull out my surrender cards. These are my other new deck, surrender. And so, first one up is surrender to rest and sleep. Surrender to rest and sleep. Weary souls, because I was right there with you. We'd be so worried about everything that's going on. We're losing sleep. We're losing rest. Come through. Come on. Spirit is letting us know right now, not on my watch, not today. Is that a hump in my head? Not today. To prevent burnout. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. This is a marathon, beautiful people, not a sprint. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your needs for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Oh, get the rest, beautiful people. I promise you, when you let this go, when you need to write it down, cathartically put it on paper and release it to this full moon energy. If you need to do a fire ceremony, do it in a safe place in your sink if you can with running water. Burn up what you wrote. If you need to read it out to the person, whatever you need to do. I promise you, you'll start sleeping better afterwards. I did. It was so good. And that sleep was so good. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. We also have surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. Because for so long, I fought it. I heard the messages. I heard the messages. I got the wisdom. I knew every time I was talking to this person, it was just like a messed up vibe. I ignored it because I gave it a role because I was like, listen to the messages in your body so you can get your happiness, please. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, and I did, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Our bodies would tell us when we're not in the same vibe with another person. If we just tap into the frequency, you'll know it. You'll feel it. It's like a separation of sorts. You can feel it through a phone call. I did. If you're tapped into your body, your mind, and your spirit, work on your meditation so you can understand the oneness of your body, mind, and spirit. But you can read and feel people. They will send you the energy. If they don't want to be bothered, they trust me. Tap in. Don't ignore it and don't make excuses for it. Why? There's no need to. Honor that. Whatever energy they're giving, honor that. That's where they're at right now. And it's okay. Let them be. But you honor the wisdom of your body. Okay. You also have surrender the drama. I'm loving these surrender cards. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Ooh, this was some knowledge I had to use. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm. Remain calm, beautiful people. And again, disconnect, remain calm. It's their issue, not yours. And don't contribute to the drama. There's no need for you to go back and forth. Why are you wasting your precious energy going back with someone who does not agree with you or not on the same frequency or vibration as you? Why? It's a waste of energy, beautiful people. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Once I got back to my centered self, everything got back to normal. Blood pressure went down. I am so happy to report my blood pressure and went back down. Had to let shit go. Let it go, beautiful people. Find your happiness, find your peace, let it go. Surrender the drama, surrender it to universe, surrender it to God. Come through. And lastly, underneath the deck, surrender to play. Connection to that childlike wonder, okay? Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Yes, play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. When I finally was able to play and have fun for my birthday and afterwards, even though I was still going through the drama, I found out that that's when my vibe had started shifting. Because again, I had aha moments of really who was in my corner, who was there to support me, who was there to celebrate with me. And it was, again, it changed everything. Find what makes you happy. Find the joy. If that means you going to a mall to pick up new crystals, do that. If that means going to a movie or staying in and snuggling in bed and Netflixing for the day, for the night, because again, moderation, beautiful people. We cannot be sitting and binge watching for a week. We got shit to do. Okay. So moderation, beautiful people, but find your time out so you can reset and find your joy. Laugh, look at a funny movie or find something, hang with positive, inspiring friends to be reminded of what it feels like to laugh and be happy and be in that Zen and be in that vibe. Come through. They are a wonderful, they're medicine. Friends can be wonderful medicine. Family, if they're in the positive vibe that you are in, can be wonderful medicine. Spirit to your soul, come through. And so the last deck that I have on deck, I had to, because we're talking about the 10th house, ruled by the 10th house of Capricorn rules that. Career and finance, that's what they're about. Career, midheaven is all about your career. So had to pull those out. And what do we have? First card, retail. Retail, talking about shopping. Here we talked about retail, okay? If you have an idea in mind that is giving you the green light, that there is a need for it. If you have an idea in mind, this is giving you the green light that there is a need for it. Number 2, consider careers in retail or e-commerce, whether it's goods or services. Consider careers in retail or e-commerce, whether it's goods or services. And number 3, save time, energy, and add passive income by taking your business online. I like this one, save time, energy, and add passive income by taking your business online. So beautiful people, that's the one that's really hollering at me. If what you've been doing has not been working, or it's time to up the stakes a bit, think about that, to go online. You know, sometimes matter of fact, it goes with the world card. Remember we were talking about that. World card is also about communication throughout the world. How can you visit and learn and experience and make more money from around the world? You're going to have to get global with it, honey. You're going to have to get on that worldwide net, okay? So beautiful people, decide to take your products and services. Think about this. Think about this. Think about and meditate on taking your products and your services online. I had a friend challenge me. That's what I'm doing online. And it's been working out wonderfully ever since to get my message out to the world through YouTube and to help people in services because they are able to find me through my website or through these videos. Come through. Try it out, beautiful people. If what you've been doing has not been working, it's time to do something else. Let's elevate together. And underneath the deck, we have loss. Here we go again with this loss. This word loss has come up maybe 3 or 4 times in this deck. So a lot of us are grieving. A lot of us are mourning. A lot of us are feeling loss, or we've lost a loved one, whether it's through some tragic accident happenings or falling out. All of it's tragic in that sense because you never expected it. It's an unexpected change. True that. I think that, matter of fact, I think that was one of the cards too. That was from the last moon, new moon energy. It was a disruption, unexpected change. And so a lot of us are experiencing loss. So here, let's go over it. Number one, expect some financial turmoil in the near future. Expect some financial turmoil in the new future. Number two, a job loss could make it difficult to keep control of your money. A job loss could make it difficult to keep control of your money. And number three, you will have to work really hard to make ends meet. You will have to work really hard to make ends meet. I really like that last one. And to be honest, I'm tapped into the second one. A job loss could make it difficult to keep control of your money. Last thing I remember I talked about was also about this writer's strike. And because I am in the industry, I have to see a lot of my actor friends go through a lot of situations of losing money due to not being able to work. And so it has to create a platform for people to get more creative about how to make money and diversify. So even though we were freelancers, now some of us had to do 9 to 5s. I'm in a different category and I'm blessed that I'm able to still maintain the lifestyle that I get to maintain, but that's due some other blessings. And again, diversifying what all I do. I still do this. The point of the matter is, whatever loss you think you're experiencing, if it's dealing with your finances, please take the information that we just got from retail. If you have a product, this is just confirmation. If you have a product or you have a service that comes naturally to you, please think outside the box and thinking to share it with what? The world. You'll be surprised of who your consumers are. Your customers could be coming from every facet of the world, but we won't know until we can be able to find you. How can we find you? You can find One Love and Light through a website. You can find One Love and Light through Instagram. Am I on it all the time? No, I'm not, but it's still on there. You can find One Love and Light Center through Facebook. There are so many magnitudes of how to spread out information, and through YouTube. Beautiful people, take that as a message. You can still do what you love to do. Just take it to a broader audience, beautiful people. Okay? Because this is just the energy of tapping into, so we know how to best work with the energy of the moon. This is not the end all be all. All right? So now that we are aware, now we have the tools on what we need to do now to change that. Tarot are no more than confirmations used through the use of tarot cards. That's really what it is. There is no predicting of the future. Why? Because we're still present. All it does is give us a cheat sheet on what we need to be aware of so we can make the necessary changes. It doesn't have to be scary. Come through, beautiful people, because I know someone had to hear that message. All right, beautiful people. And so that was a long one. I'm not going to even do a wrap up. I was doing wrap ups before because I was posting them on Instagram, and to be honest, I need an assistant. That's what I need. So here's somebody who might need a job. Need an assistant to take over my Instagram and do my editing, because I'm over this. But beautiful people, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, I'm in high vibration now, and I need you to be in high vibration. So beautiful people, I want you to always know to what? Shine your light, because you never know who you may inspire to literally come out of the darkness. Seriously, just by shining your light. You inspire someone. I'm inspiring someone right now. And I was inspired by someone earlier today. And the chain reaction continues. And so beautiful people, you are a part of this world too. So enjoy it and be a part of it. The next moon would be new moon. Now, isn't this funny? New moon in Cancer. the total opposite of Capricorn. And that's not a coinky dink. So beautiful people, let's get ready for this nurturing, healing energy that's coming our way. We're going to do the work because remember, Capricorn is the hard worker. It's the end to be all. It's the completion. It is the world card. This cycle is about to be over and done with, baby. And that will be July 17th. 17th. So I want you to get ready for that energy. Embrace this now. Do your releasing to this full moon. Do your grieving. Do your mourning. Shed your tears. Shed your tears into your cup. Let your cup runneth over. Because, beautiful people, we are going to let that flow throughout so that we can invite newness in. It's okay to be that emotional side and connect to that emotional side. I had to do the work too. I'm just a little bit ahead. That's all. That's all right. But it's okay. And you're going to catch up. All right? Because you got the message, right? Right? Yeah. That's what I'm here for. So beautiful people, I can't wait to see you for that new moon in Cancer. Moon child. And until next time, beautiful people, continue to love on yourself. Mwah! It was a long one. It was a doozy, but it was necessary, beautiful people. And I want you to remember, show your girl some love, like, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and share. Share, because really, you're not alone in this. And a lot of people need to hear this message. We have a lot of healing to do, and we can't do it by ourselves. It is a personal journey, but if you can help somebody, please help them out so they can get a leg up and they can get some help on that. And be on the lookout for those fives, those 4 4s and those fives, really those fives. And FYI, 5 is numerology, synonymous with change. So we're right on track, beautiful people. Change is here. Change is in the present, so it can make for a more comfortable future. Come through. I love that. Yes. Bye, beautiful people. Mwah!